Hello, Western Class of 2021. I'm Alan Shepard, President of the University. I want to welcome you and your family members and your friends to this virtual convocation. Convocation is one of the most special times in the academic calendar. We're really thrilled to mark with you this special moment in your lives. I want to recognize your hard work and all that's paid off for you. And here you are, all new graduates of Western. Congratulations. Part of what makes it so special this year is the extraordinary challenges that the pandemic has thrown at you. Sure, it's been a test none of us was expecting, but of course, life's like that. You never know what's coming. And on top of everything that you've learned in your academic programs, COVID's also taught all of us many important lessons, made us stronger and I hope wiser. I think of your resilience, your perseverance, your innovation that you've demonstrated during this time, and I think that's going to serve you well in the future. I hope you're tuning in with some special people who've supported your journey and your time here, and I hope you'll say thanks to them. The degree you've earned from Western is important, but it's also the journey that you've traveled on to get here, and you haven't done that alone. You've done that with your friends and your family. You made them proud, and we're proud too. And your success is our success, and now it's time to celebrate. So enjoy the show that follows, and above all, cherish this special moment. Congratulations, welcome to the Western alumni family, and best wishes to you all for your continued successes.
Convocation is now in session. As Chancellor, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual convocation. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I would like to call upon Professor Emerita Margaret Callow from the Department of History to offer a land acknowledgement.
As we begin our celebrations, we would like to remember that Western University is situated on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape-Wook, and Andawandaron peoples, who have long-standing relationships to the region of southwestern Ontario and the City of London. In close proximity to Western, there are 3 local First Nations communities: the Chippewa of the Thames First Nations, Oneida Nation of the Thames, and Munsee Delaware Nation. In the region of southwestern Ontario, there are 11 First Nations and a growing Indigenous urban population. Western recognizes the significant historical and contemporary contributions of local and regional First Nations and of all the original peoples of Turtle Island to the development of Canada. We also acknowledge historical and ongoing injustices that Indigenous peoples, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit endure in Canada, and we accept responsibility as a public institution to contribute towards revealing and correcting miseducation, as well as renewing respectful relationships with Indigenous communities through our teaching, research, and community service. Miigwech.
Thank you, Professor Callow. To all our graduates, first let me offer each of you my warmest congratulations. You have worked so hard to earn your degrees, and you have overcome many truly extraordinary challenges during your time at Western, including those history will remember being put in your way by the COVID-19 pandemic. You've been determined and resilient, and you have succeeded. Graduation represents a major milestone in your life, a convocation we assemble as a university community to celebrate and to recognize your achievement at Western and to wish you every success for the future. Now, while the pandemic has prevented us from gathering in person, we are no less proud of your accomplishments, and we are delighted to mark this important occasion in a virtual format. I challenge each of you to take important lessons from your time at Western and apply them to your lives and to your careers. Use the critical thinking skills that you have learned here to challenge yourself and to challenge others to make the world a better place. Work hard, never stop learning, and do every job as if it was your own business. Enjoy your life and enjoy your work. Life is too short to not live and get the most out of every single moment. And never forget that you are a cherished member of this great university, which includes more than 328,000 fellow alumni in countries around the globe. We are so proud to welcome you into the Western family. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Today, we also confer an honorary degree upon Dr. Tak Wah Mak in recognition of his extraordinary scientific achievements. To recognize our distinguished candidate, I now call upon our President and Vice Chancellor, Alan Shepard.
Dr. Tak Wah Mak is one of the world's most renowned immunologists and oncology researchers. His signal work has fundamentally changed our understanding of the immune system and accelerated the development of various cancer therapies. In 1984, Dr. Mak identified the T-cell receptors, a key determinant of the immune response, once considered the holy grail of immunology. This discovery led to an explosion of breakthroughs in human immunology and how to manipulate it under circumstances as diverse as autoimmunity, transplantation, and cancer treatments. In 1995, his team defined the function of the protein receptor CTLA, a discovery that led to the development of checkpoint inhibitors, agents that apply a unique molecular approach to the immunotherapy of cancer and that are now entering the clinic. In recent years, Dr. Mack's team has begun developing new classes of anti-cancer drugs, and their study of the interconnection between the immune system and the brain is shedding new light on our understanding of cancer, autoimmune, and neurodegenerative diseases. And so, Madam Chancellor, in recognition of his extraordinary scientific achievements and in the name of the Senate, I ask that Western University confer the degree Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Dr. Tak-Wah Mack.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit Tak-Wah Mack to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Mack. I now invite Dr. Mack to share some reflections with us.
President Alan Shepard, Madam Chancellor, faculty, graduates, friends, and family members. I'm deeply honored to address this convocation gathering at Western University. Graduates, you have come through one of the most unusual periods in our history. And the fact that you are here today at all is a tribute to your resilience. The COVID-19 pandemic, driven by a tiny virus containing a mere 30,000 bases of nucleic acid, has brought the world to its knees. It took us by surprise, but it shouldn't have. Prior to the 21st century, coronaviruses were considered important animal viruses with no more effect on humans than the common cold. However, then came the SARS virus in 2003, followed by the MERS virus in 2012. Both deadly coronaviruses. So we actually had two warnings, but we were still complacent. And we cannot afford to be. It is basic research that is saving us from a worse disaster. Without the past investment by society in the training of those researchers and clinicians who briskly developed the new technologies behind the current COVID-19 vaccines, including the harnessing of messenger RNA, many more of us would be mourning missing members of our families and friends instead of celebrating the minting of another generation of accomplished graduates today. Canada has also played its part. My friend and collaborator, Torontonian Derek Rossi, is to thank for the Moderna COVID-19 mRNA vaccine. To the graduates, I say that your hard work at the Western has won you the promise of a wide open future and an opportunity to achieve your dreams. You have extraordinary role models to follow. Frederick Banting won the Nobel Prize for discovering insulin. Roberta Bonda, the first Canadian female astronaut and the first neurologist in space. Alice Munro, Nobel Prize in Literature. Or James Bartleman, a distinguished foreign diplomat and Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. My own field of immuno-oncology is an example of successful persistence in solving at least part of a seemingly unsolvable problem, treating the half of all cancers that resist conventional therapies. After decades of steadfast and collaborative efforts by a global network of immunologists and clinicians, we finally succeeded in manipulating the immune system to attack some cancers. With this bright spot in mind, I'd like to put before you 3 lessons I have learned. 1, keep to an evidence-based philosophy in making your decisions. 2, never be arrogant about your field of study or your part in it. You, your colleagues, and those you serve will benefit greatly when you collaborate with those who can help. And finally, science and politics do not mix well, as we have seen all too clearly over the past 2 years. When political ideology trumps scientific evidence, humanity suffers. As the very wise, if not very scientific, Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The things that will destroy us are politics without principle, pleasure without conscience, wealth without work, knowledge without character, business without morality, science without humanity, and worship without sacrifice." To all of you, I wish you the very, very best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mack, for your very thoughtful reflections. You're an inspiration to all of us in our community and our graduates, and we deeply appreciate your participation in our virtual ceremony today to celebrate our newest graduates. On behalf of all of us at Western, we wish you and your team all the best for continued success in your career and your scientific achievements. Distinguished guests and colleagues, please join me in a round of applause to celebrate Western's newest Honorary Doctor of Science, Dr. Takwa Mack. And Madam Chancellor, it is now our honor to recognize the candidates who have successfully completed their academic programs at Western. I ask you to admit them to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates for which they have been recommended by the Senate of our university.
Under the authority vested in me by the Senate, Each graduate will be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates as shall be named on the roll call following completion of our virtual convocation.
Madam Chancellor, graduating students, family, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, Convocation is the single most important and joyful time of celebration in the life of the university. It's a proud day for all of us associated with Western, including our Board of Governors, our Senate, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and our friends in the community. It's a time when we honor graduating students who, through determination, hard work, and sheer brilliance, have met the demanding standards of a degree from Western University. And as each of you begin the next chapter of your lives, I challenge you to continue your journey of learning and discovery and to embrace change in all that you do. While I'm sure that Western has not provided you with the answers to all your questions, we hope it has instilled in you a passion to pursue learning and the search for truth as your lives go on. Relish the adventure of stretching and testing your limits. The challenges you've faced at Western have made you smarter and stronger. Don't stop and keep growing. And today, as our newest graduates, you join many thousands of alumni in 160 countries the world over. At this time, I'd also like to invite the president of Western's Alumni Association, Mark Brown, to share a few reflections with us.
My fellow graduates, it is my great honor on behalf of Western's Alumni Association to congratulate you and welcome you. You've worked hard to complete your studies and examinations, and today you received your well-earned degrees. Western, our faculties and affiliated university colleges are very proud of our world-class standing, and we know you share that pride as graduates of our undergraduate and graduate programs. Now, all of you join our growing global community of Western alumni. We are all united by the Western experience, our cherished memories of our times here, particularly of the knowledge and friendships gained. You'll find your Western experience continues as an alumni, and I encourage you to remain purple and proud by participating actively as alumni, cultivating the strength and global reputation of our alma mater. To you, your friends and family, enjoy and embrace the tributes that you so richly deserve today, and remember, wherever life takes you, Western will always be home.
Thank you, Mark. We're deeply grateful for all that you and the Alumni Association do on behalf of the university and our students. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the parents, spouses, partners, children, relatives, and friends of our graduates who are joining us today. The celebration would not have been possible without your loving support. And now let me congratulate once again the remarkable students who graduate today with Western degrees. Today, you become partners in the future success of our university. My warmest wishes to each and every one of you for continued success in all of your future endeavors. Distinguished students and colleagues, please join me in a round of applause to congratulate Western's class of 2021.
Before closing convocation, I wish to express my appreciation to all who have contributed to the success of this day. In particular, and on your behalf as well, I want to thank the University of Western Ontario Convocation Brass for their wonderful performance and their director, Sean Spicer. Convocation is now adjourned.